Alright, come here, bro. Come here real quick, because it's about that time. It's about the time for you to wake up and smell the roses, because we're going to be playing with the plants today. Nice and easy. And I'm a certified gardener. Some of you guys don't know this. Look, I have my plant right here. Just to show you my credentials, I know what I'm actually talking about. So with that being said, get yourself a little bag of manure. You're going to need that to play the deck. So what I really do, DC gang, welcome back to the channel, my boys, my gangsters. As always, I hope you guys are having a great day out there, gang. So with that being said, again, it's nice and clean 40 card deck list. I was playing it in the Duelist Cup. It didn't do too bad, it didn't do too good either. It was more like a 50-50 type of thing. I'm going to explain that to you, as we're going to run two Dwelling Logbirds. The main reason why I'm running Dwelling Logbird is because this deck sucks going second. You're not going to do anything going second. Why? Because it cannot play through two interruptions. You will not play through two interruptions, and knowing Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays, most decks set up way more than just two interruptions. So that's why we're gonna run Dwelling Logbird to stop them from doing their combo, you know, adding cards to the hand to continue extending and stuff like that. Now there are certain cards that do play on the Dwelling Logbird, but that's the good thing about it still, is that even though they can play through it, their end board is not as strong as it would be prior to you Dwelling Locking them. Yeah, that's how you say that. So that's how you run two copies of it. If you want to bump it up to 3, do so. I was also playing 2 Vedas instead of this at some point in time. I was testing that out, so it's up to you whether you want to keep both of them or play the Veilers. Then we're gonna play 3 Angelicas, because I'm not gonna say the first part of the name. I can't pronounce that for some reason. But this thing is tough. I like the artwork of it, but the effects of it are really good. Which basically quick effect, meaning you could activate this during your opponent's turn. You could target one Aroma card in your graveyard, gain life points up to that thing's attack, and you basically get to prompt everything that you have on the field, because your cards work by gaining life points. So you're gonna basically, it works like Thunder Dragon, where you're gonna throw this thing in the graveyard and it's gonna prompt your cards to activate. So it's really cool. You wanna run this thing at 3. It can also special summon itself from the graveyard if your life points are higher than your opponent, which you could just give yourself life points with her own effect and then special summon her, because you're probably gonna have higher life points than your opponent, which is really good. We play it at 3. Then we're gonna run 2 copies of the Aroma Laurel. And oh, just a quick thing, if you guys hear construction outside, they're building something. I don't know what the heck is going on out there, but I was supposed to record today and I couldn't do it. I'm hoping that you can't hear it, but if you do, I apologize. Either way, we're gonna run 2 copies of the Aroma Laurel, and this thing is basically your extender, because if your life points are higher than your opponent, you can special summon this thing from your hand, and the way that you start your combo, your life points will be higher than your opponent, so you will be able to special summon her onto the field, and you're gonna use both of the copies, which at some point in time you might want to run 3 if you're getting stopped a lot, but it's fine like this. Then we're gonna run 3 copies of the new support, the Aromeliath Rosalina, and this thing is tough. Once you normal summon it, you can special summon another plant monster from the deck, which is gonna be this one, and then you're gonna combo off. You're gonna see it in the replays. Also, this thing can quick effect. You could discard this card from your hand and basically target one of your monsters on the field, and you gain half of their attack as life points, which is gonna prompt them to activate from the field and stuff like that, which is really good. So then we're gonna run 3 Maxis for Maxi reasons, of course. We're gonna run 2 Aroma Jasmine, which if your life points are higher than your opponent, you could prompt her effect, and basically you get an extra normal summon. So it's kind of good. So you can run it at 1 if you like. I like running it at 2. Then we're gonna play 3 Longfire Blossom, and this thing is basically your 1-card combo. This is also a 1-card combo as well, both of these cards right here. The reason why this one is a 1-card combo is because you're gonna normal summon a Tribute to special summon the Rosalina. So basically this is just 3 more copies of the Rosalina, and that's all you have in terms of starters. Now you could still build your board without having your starters. It's just gonna be kind of difficult. It really depends on what type of hand that you have, because if you open up with any one of these right here, they don't do much by themselves. So the deck can be bricky at times. Not that it will be bricky at times, just letting you know. But that's why we run 3 copies of this. We're gonna run 3 copies of the Ash Blossom for Ash Blossom reasons. Then we're gonna run 1 Aroma Rosemary, which says, while your LP is higher than your opponent's, if a plant monster you control attacks, your opponent cannot activate monster's effect until the end of the damage step. So there's no, like if you're gonna attack into Snake Eyes, well, Fire King shenanigans, they can't activate their effects. That's just how it's gonna work. So it's really good, but we mainly play because it's a level 4 plus a level 1 tuner is gonna give you a level 5 Rosemary right here, which is why you play one copy only. Then we're gonna play one copy of the Aromage Marjoram, and this thing is also tough. This one has a better effect where your LP is higher than your opponent. You take no battle damage from attacks involving your plans, which is really good, right? And then it says you can only use each of the following of her effects one per turn. When a plant monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can special summon this card from your hand, then gain 500 life points. You're not really going to use that because she's going to be in the graveyard. You only play one copy. She's a part of your combo. But this is the one. If you gain life points, target cards in your opponent's graveyard up to the number of Aroma monsters you control and banish them. This could be really good against tier limits, Light Swarm, Fire King themselves, which I did use this against Fire King. You're going to see it. It's really good. And it's a level 5, which is going to get us into a level 6, which are level 1 tuners. And that's why we play it. Then we're going to run one copy of the Mardell Gene Raider, Boss of Light, because we're going to basically special summon this thing and add a plant monster to the hand. That's just how it works. She's just an extender. Then we're going to play the 1-for-1, which is another technically one card combo, right? Of course you have to, it's a 1.5 because you're gonna have to discard another monster, but technically you have about 7 starters in the deck, including this thing. Then we're gonna play 3 copies of the Aroma Blend, which can get you out of a brick hand and stuff like that. It just depends on what type of hand you're opening up with, but you basically discard one card, place one human winds, dry winds, or blessing winds from your hand or deck face up on the field, which you could activate your traps doing your own turn without having to wait, to flip them up and activate them. But also you can banish this card, and it's gonna allow you to basically fusion summon into this thing. And if your life points are higher than your opponent, you can just banish the materials from the graveyard, which is really cool. So we play 3 copies of it. Then we're gonna play 1 copy of the Aroma Gardening. This thing is nuts. It says if you normal summon or special summon an Aroma monster, so during the damage step you can gain 1,000 life points. It's really cool when your opponent declares an attack. While your LP is lower than your opponent, you can special summon an Aroma monster from your deck, which can be also really good. Then we're going to run 2 Cover the Graves for Cover the Grave reasons, 1 Crossout Designated, 3 Infinite Impermanence, and we played 2 Aroma Healings because this thing, the Aroma Blend plus the Aroma healing, is gonna give you your best combo, which I did in one of the replays, but I forgot to save the replay with the best combo because I'm an idiot. So I'm gonna show you the combo at the end of the video so you know it if you wanna play the deck. So that's how I play 2 copies of the healing. Then we're gonna play 1 copy of the human winds. We're gonna play 1 copy of the dry winds, which has multiple different effects that I'm gonna show you in the replays. And then we play 1 of the blessing winds, which you could get the heck out of here. You don't really end up with this thing on the field all that often, so you can play the deck without this, but it's nice to have sometimes because if you don't have the monsters, if they negate this from letting you search for the monster that you're going to activate to prompt, having this thing on the field is good because that's how you're going to gain your life points during your opponent's turn, and it's continuous. So then for the extra deck, we're going to run 2 Aroma Lilith Magnolia. This thing is tough. While your LP is higher than your opponent, monsters you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent card effects, so you have destruction protection. Once per turn, you can pay 2,000 life points, banish cards on the field equal to the number of human wind, dry winds, or blessing winds you control. So it could be up to 3 cards that you can banish on the field by paying 2,000 life points, which is insane. Then we're going to play 1 copy of the Aroma Safari Rosemary right here, and this thing is tough because it says, well, your LP is higher than your opponent's. All plant monsters you control and gain 500 attack and defense. Once per turn, if you gain life points, target 1 face-up card your opponent control, negate its effect. Now, whoever wrote this archetype or the ruling for these cards, whatever Astraloud pack you were on or whatever, because you had to be on drugs or something to write these effects. All of these have to activate when you gain life points. You can't choose their effect. Like if you gain life points, whatever effect they have on life point gaining, they're automatically gonna have to activate. You don't have a choice, which is stupid in my opinion, but whatever. We're gonna play 1 copy of that. We're gonna play 1 copy of the Aroma Sweet Marjoram, and again, this one says, well, your LP is higher than your opponent. Your opponent cannot target plant monsters you control with card effects. You can only use one of the following effects per turn. If this card is synchro summon, you can add one human wind, dry winds, or blessing winds from the deck to your hand, which that's how you're gonna get your second copy of the trap. And then if you gain LP, target one card your opponent controls and destroys it. Now this is not by choice. You can't choose to pop it, you have to pop a card on the field. So once you gain life points, even if there's not a card on the field to pop, that effect is gonna prompt, and that's it. You can't even activate it again. Whoever wrote these cards effects, let the Astral Out pack go, because you were drunk, man, or something. Either way, we're gonna play one Pre-Release Express of the Blossoms right here. This thing basically allows you to special summon, but it gains 400 life points for each plant monster you control, which is cool. It could get a little beefy, but during the main phase, you could special summon one level 5 or higher plant monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position. So you can basically recycle this or this. Well, not this one. Well, yeah, you can recycle any one of these from the graveyard with her effect is how it's gonna work. Then we're gonna run one circle of the fairies, which is basically just an extra normal summon that is gonna give you, which can be coming close sometimes. You might not even use it, so if you wanna take it out, take it out. Then we're gonna play one Sylveon Princess Sprite, which is also another card that you could take out of the deck. I rarely used it. It's just if you're in a pinch and you have 2 level 1 monsters, you wanna try and search out for a plant, this is how you're gonna do it. Then we're gonna play 2 Cinevalon Dryas. You could get away with just 1 copy. I run 2 just in case. Then we're gonna run 2 copies of the Jasmine. Jasmine is a combo extender. She gains life points. She's gonna search you out a plant monster. Also, if she's on the field, plant monster that she's pointing to, she cannot be destroyed. She has a lot of cool different effects that are really good for this deck. Most people want to play this thing at 3. I only have 2 copies and I don't want to craft a 3rd one, so that's why I'm running it at 2. Then we're gonna run one Sylvan, the Peony. This thing right here, this thing came in clutch in one of the replays where I had a really bad brick hand, and milling the plant cards to special summon 2 came in super clutch and allowed me to do the combo. So I suggest at least if you have it, run 1 copy of it. 1 copy is fine. You need to run that thing. Then we're gonna run 2 copies of the Rosemary, of course, because you might not even end up with her on the field on your end board, because you might end up with this right here, the Bengal Lancer, because you're gonna use her as material to go into the Bengal Lancer to do your shenanigans. So that's why we play that too, because we're gonna use her first turn, get rid of it, and then on the second turn, if you're gonna link summon into her, you have the second copy. That's pretty much it, and then again we play the Bengal Lancer. So that is the deck list. That's how I'm running it. Again, pros and cons of the deck. It loses to a good amount of hand traps. It cannot play to multiple interruptions. Nibiru can body you. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. And you don't do all that well going second unless you stop your opponent. But again, it still sets up a pretty good, almost unbreakable board. So with that being said, again, if you guys enjoyed the content, quick reminder, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, because I would greatly appreciate it. Enough with the yapping, let's get into the replays. Alright, familia, here we are for replay numero uno, number 1 of the day. And even though you only have 7 starters in the deck, which you might want to add like a pot of prosperity or something into the deck for more consistency, it is kind of consistent opening up with your starters, even though the deck is still bricky out there. It's kind of bricky sometimes. So here we're going to normal summon the Longfire. They're going to hit us with the Max C. I'm going to hit that thing with the Ash Blossom, aka the Raid. Kill the bug, get it out of here, nos vemos mañana. So now we can proceed by activating the Longfire, get it out of here to special summon the Rosalina. Rosalina going to special summon a Lurel, and we're going to use both of these monsters to link off into the Jasmine, bring her out here. Now Lurel gets to activate, give her life points. Jasmine gets to activate to search out another Lurel. Our life points are higher than our opponent, so we can special summon Lurel. Tribute Lurel to special summon the Mardell. Mardell gonna activate, getting ourselves the Marjoram. Now we're gonna use a link 2 plus another monster, so link 3, Rosemary onto the field. Nice animation, that thing's actually tough. We're going to activate her effect, and we're gonna search ourselves the Aroma blend. We're gonna activate the blend. Now don't send this to the graveyard, and don't send this to the graveyard. We could have sent the Maxi, but there was nothing prompting. I wasn't too worried about anything, so we send across our designator, get it out of here. We're gonna set we're gonna activate the blend now because our life points are higher than our opponents. You could activate this thing's effect, banish the materials from the graveyard in order to fusion summon. You can only do this if your life points are higher than your opponent. If they're not, then you're gonna have to use monsters from the field or the hand. So we're gonna do it now. Banish 2 monsters from the graveyard so we can fusion summon into the Magnolia. Bring it out here. Now we get to activate the human wings, pay 1,000 life points. You see how we did it like this before, because now our life points is lower than our opponent, just in case they do stop us from searching. You have your fusion monster on the field. If not, then you're gonna be sad about things. So now we're gonna basically gain 500 life points, which is gonna trigger Rosemary's second effect, which means we can special summon monsters, well, Aroma monsters, to the zones that she's pointed to if you gain life points. Now we could have special summoned all 3 of them. I didn't need to or wanted to. That's why I put this thing in one of the zones. But usually put this thing away from the places that it's pointed to. So now we're gonna special summon the Rosalina, special summon the Majoran with the level 1 tuner, level 5 monster, level 6, the Sweet Majoran. We're gonna get ourselves the dried winds to the hand, set that thing down, activate the Angelica. That means we're gonna gain 2,000 life points because I target the Majoran. And again, you don't have a choice about activating this. It's just gonna prompt, because you're probably thinking, why would you activate to target one card your opponent control and destroy it? No, it just happens, bro. Whoever wrote these cards was drunk, because why couldn't that be a choice? I don't understand that. But also we get 2,000 life points with it. Well, not 2,000. 2,000 attack, because that's the amount of life points that we gain with this thing. That is a choice. You could choose to do that. And then, like I said, if your life points are higher than your opponent's, you can special summon the Angelica from the graveyard. Level 1 tuner, level 6 monster, level 7 prayer release. Now, I didn't need to do this. I was just doing this to showcase what the deck does for you guys as we special summon the Sweet Majoran, because she doesn't have any specific effects. All she has is special summon a card from the graveyard onto the field, and we already had this on the field. There's no point in having her on the field. Again, I was just showing you a lot of the things that the deck does. So that's our board. Basically, we can't be targeted, we cannot be destroyed by card effects, and we're gonna gain life points. And then the traps are kind of nuts as well. So this board is actually pretty cool. We're gonna throw out the Max C. We're gonna activate the Dried Winds right now, so that way it's ready for when we gain life points. We're gonna pay 1,000 life points though to search out another copy of our Angelica. Now the reason why we search out Angelica is the same. This deck kind of plays like it plays like Thunder Dragon. So basically I'm gonna activate this thing from the hand, send it to the graveyard, we're gonna gain life points, and that's how we're gonna trigger the effects of our cards on the field. Which you're basically, this deck is like a wall type of play. Like you set up your wall and then you wait for your opponent to have things on the field. You're gonna gain life points and then you nuke the board. That's how things work. You don't have any Omni Negates or anything like that. Well, you do have a negate in the form of your level 5 Synchro Monster, which is right here. But again, you have to gain life points and you have to activate it as soon as you gain life points. If not, then you just wasted the effect. But either way, they're gonna activate the Motorbike here, getting themselves the Prodigies to the hand. They're going to set the Prodigy in the back, activate the Prodigy, set the Monk, special summon the Prodigy. Monk gonna activate, searching out a super heavy samurai Soul's Horn. Soul Horn gonna activate, attach itself to the Prodigy, activate to special summon itself. Now we didn't necessarily win because of the Max C completely, but the Max C did help us out, because you're gonna see why, even though it was just because of the Drawn Lockbird. So here they're gonna activate the Denlongs, which they just synchro summon into a level 5. They're gonna activate the Prodigy, chain blocking it. Prodigy is gonna set itself in the background once again in the Pendulum Zone. And here they're gonna search out a Suwani. Well, we're gonna draw a lock right now. Suwani is gonna get to special summon itself, and this is when I activate the Angelica. Now we gain 2,000 life points. And now, which means all of these things are gonna prompt right here and now. So now we get to pop a card on the field, we get to pop another card. Well, this one pops a monster, this one pops a card, and this one gives an attack boost based on how many life points we gain, which is 2,000. Pop 1, pop 2, get it out of here. That's gonna trigger the Denlong, special summon a Jiao 2, and then they're gonna activate the Synchro Rumble to special summon the Motorbike back onto the field. Now both of these are tuners, and the Motorbike is gonna basically level itself up by 2, which means it's a level 8 tuner, which I don't want that. So what we're gonna do here is activate the Dried Wind second effect. If you control an Aroma monster and your LP are at least 3,000 higher than your opponent, you can pay life points equal to the difference. Destroy face or monster your opponent controls whose combined attack is less than or equal to the LP you paid, which is 3,000. So we're gonna pay 3,000 life points. We get to wipe out the whole board right now. 1, 2, and 3. Get them all out of here. Now he's gonna activate the Emblem Oath, and this is when I'm like, okay, That Droll and Lawbird came in clutch, because here they're going to activate Chudea, special summon Chudea put himself in the back, get a Primera, special summon Primera. Primera cannot add the field spell, which they need onto the hand in order to continue the combo. Now, even though if they would have gotten the field spell, I don't think Centurion would have been able to get rid of this board right here. They can't attack over it, none of the monsters are high enough. If they go into La Gacha, they can't pop any one of these cards right here because they're indestructible. So I think we even so, we would have been in a pretty decent position. Again, he's just going to slap himself, destroy himself. He already know he lost, so we can speed this up. But this whole duel shows you everything that the deck does. You know, you have the pops. You could have a negate. Again, it has to be the level 5 synchro monster. You get the attack boost. You're indestructible and you're untargetable. So when the deck gets going, it's kind of hard to out. Now, mind you, if your opponent has a Harpy Feather Duster, if they haven't evenly matched, good luck with that. Good luck with that. I mean, even if they get rid of your back row, you could still you're indestructible, untargetable. But without the back row, this deck it just starts falling apart. So let's continue. Alright, gang, here we are for replay numero 2, number 2 of the day. And here we open up with 1.5 card combo, 1 card combo. So maybe I should have started, if I would have started the combo with this, I think we would have had a better board. But I decided to start it off with this because sometimes I like keeping the Rosalina in the hand to activate her effect to gain life in order to extend some of our combos depending on how we do it. But I think based on how the duel went, it would have been better for me to normal summon this. So you're going to see. We're going to get rid of the Maxi because I don't care about the Maxi right now. Special summon another copy of the Rosalina. They're going to hit us with their own Maxi. Luckily for us, we do have the Cross-Out Designator, which is why I wasn't too worried about getting rid of the Maxi. So negate the bug, get the thing out of here, no mañana, and now we get to continue. Rosalina special summon the Lurel. Lurel and Rosalina, we're gonna link off into the Jasmine, bring it out here, which again, Lurel's gonna gain life points. Rosalina gonna activate based on that, get another Lurel. Life points are higher than your opponent, special summon Lurel, activate the Jasmine, get Lurel out of here, special summon the Mardell. Mardell gonna activate, get yourself the Magiman. Use both of these monsters, link 2, link 1, link 3, Rosemary, bring her back onto the field. Again, really cool animation, activate her effect, get yourself the Aroma blend. Now, again, this is why I think opening up with the normal summoning this would have been a better choice. We still would have had the 1-for-1 to discard, and then we could have ended up with our level 5 negate. So here I had to make a choice. Either we go for a level 5 synchro monster with a level 4, or we go with the level 6 synchro monster with the level 5. And technically the level 6 is better because we can't be targeted, right? So now I have to get rid of the level 4 here, unfortunately. We're going to activate the blend now. Banish 2 cards from the graveyard to fusion summon into the Magnolia. Alright, yeah, the Magnolia. Now we can activate the Human Wind, pay the Dancing Life Points, get the Angelica to the hand. We're going to gain 500 Life Points, which means we can special summon the monster to which she points to, which is level 1 tuner, level 5. And this is what I was telling you, I had to make a choice, because if I would have left the level 4, we could have went into her, which she is a negate. But either way, we're going to use a level 1 tuner, level 5 monster, level 6, Majoran, bring it out here. So here we're going to activate the Majoran effect, getting ourselves the Dried Winds, set it in the back, activate the Angelica, gain the 2000 life points. Again, you don't have a choice about this. You have a choice about this and the chain blocking. So we're going to gain the attack boost. Again, we're supposed to pop a card. There's nothing to pop. It's just this. Whoever wrote this was drunk, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. But our life points are higher, so Angelica gets to special summon itself onto the field. Link 3, 1 monster. Link 4, Bangalancer. Now again, if we would have had the healing winds and we could have sent it to the graveyard with the effect of the blend, then we would have been able to activate that draft special summon and gain life points, and our board would have been way better, but it is what it is. Now this board doesn't look that crazy, but it's pretty decent. Again, we can't be destroyed, we can't be targeted, we can pay life points to bounce a card back, and we could pop a card, and we could pop a monster, and we could pop a card, and if our life points are 3,000 or higher than our opponent, we could pop 3 cards on the field. So really decent board. Here they're going to activate the Soul Stone Emergence, we're going to activate the Human Winds, pay the life points, so that way we could search out the Angelica, bring it out here as mine. So again, they're going to get themselves the Mo Yi to the hand here, which we're fine with. They're going to activate the Mo Yi, Sword the Strategist, and he put me in a kind of like a difficult position here, not really. But the problem is that basically Moji gets to put the token. So here I decided to activate the Bengal Lancer. Bengal Lancer can only bounce back an effect monster, so we can't get rid of the token with the Bengal Lancer. But if I bounce this thing back, then I give him a material for the strategies to discard to make the level 10, but choices had to be made. Luckily for me, it kind of worked out because he had the Heavenly Dragon Circle, so he's gonna get rid of the Moji. And now since the card that I target is not on the field, I don't have to pay the life points. So we're kind of good on that. He's gonna get himself a Protoss here. Again, I don't have to pay any life points because the Moji does the effect. They're gonna activate a shooter, special summon it. So here I flipped over the Dried Winds. Now mind you, I could have gained the life points and popped both of these cards because I didn't know exactly what the heck he was planning on doing from here, but he did what I wasn't him or expecting him to do. So again, we flip open the trap and he goes into a Psychic and Punisher, which is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea because my life points is higher than yours. This thing is unaffected by card effects. Now I can't do anything to it, so really good on him. Now he's gonna activate the strategist, send the emergence that he had in the hand anyways, get the token, and we can't do anything to this thing, but we could definitely pop both of these. So I'm gonna activate the Angelica, get myself 2200 life points. We get to pop a monster, we get to pop a card, and then we're gonna gain life points of, well, gain attack up to the life points that we gain. So 2200 attack boost. Pop one card, pop the token, he's gonna activate the Protoss, Protoss gonna activate. Now mind you, you see me activate this, right? Now we're gonna activate the effect of paying 3000 to pop a card. I know that we can't pop both of these. This is indestructible. But the reason why I did this was to pay the life points in order for the Psychic and Punisher to not get super beefy and attack over the monsters, that becomes a problem. Because this is my favorite card, I know how to deal with it. So that's why we did that. So now he goes dark because our life points are equal and not higher. He does get to destroy. He's gonna activate the Psychic and Punisher, paying the 1000 life points, and he's gonna banish the back row. If you're wondering why he banished the back row, it's simple. He can't banish any one of these because of her effect. Since our life points is higher than his now, he can't target our plant monsters, but he can target the back row, right? So he's gonna gain the attack boost. It's slightly enough to attack over the Mejoran, and that's our board game being destroyed. Now mind you, this is one of my favorite cards in the game, and ironically this is one of the only cards in the game that can actually do something to this thing. So it's funny because we get to activate it, pay the life points, bounce it back, normal summon the Lone Fire Blossom, special summon a Jasmine, use the Jasmine, link it off into a Dryad. Now I was planning to do the combo differently here. I actually had to start improvising because I thought we had more extensions in the deck, but we didn't. So we're gonna use both of these monsters and link off into this opponent. Now mind you, I also don't understand why the heck I couldn't activate this thing's effect from the graveyard, banish the Dryads, and banish the Rosemary to special summon it, because you can do that. But for some reason I couldn't do that this turn. I don't know what the heck happened with that. But either way, here we're gonna mill 3 cards hoping to hit plants. We didn't, but we did hit the healing. And with the healing, we could activate the healing's effect, target the Mejoran, special summon the Mejoran, activate the Mejoran after we gain 5,000 life points. And again, this is not a choice. If you're wondering why the heck I'm activating to target a face-up monster on the field and destroy it, it's not a choice. If you gain life points, it's gonna activate. And then here with the Mejoran, we were supposed to search, but we didn't have anything to search. So we're gonna slap our opponent and end our board here, right? Now again, I don't understand why we couldn't activate this to special summon it. It doesn't make any sense to me, but it is what it is. And luckily we're playing against Sorcerer, so it's not like they have a 1-card combo, right? I don't know what the heck they drew into here, but it's fine with us. And like I said, for some reason now I can activate the Bengal Lancer, banish this card, special summon the Bengal Lancer, and he's gonna scoop. Again, I still don't understand why the heck during the last turn I couldn't activate this to special summon it, but either way, it is what it is. We want to do. So let's continue. Yes, sir. Here we are for replay numero 3, number 3 of the day. And we're going second against Fire King Snake Eyes, if I'm not mistaken. So here they're going to normal summon Organics, activate Organics to pop the OG Runics. They're going to get themselves a Ponyx to the hand. So here, because they added the Ponyx to the hand, this is again why I play Drawling Logbird. Even though this deck usually can play through it, they're going to activate the Ponyx, going to activate the Drawling Logbird. This is the perfect time because if they don't have the Fire King Island, we're good here. because they can't search out the other one that they put in the back to search out the island here. So they're gonna link off the Volcanics into a Link Karibo and end their board. This is what I'm telling you, going second, you're gonna use your hand traps. Hopefully you stop your opponent. If not, you're gonna have a sad time. So here they're gonna activate the OG Garunix to special summon itself and wipe out the whole board. Well, his whole board, right? Special summon it, destroy all the cards in the field. Ironically, we draw into an Ash Blossom, which is hilarious because I normal summon the Lone Fire. He throws out the Max C. Without this, our turn would have ended right here, which is funny because that's what we drew into. So we're gonna activate the Ash Blossom here, negate the Max C, and that means we can play the game. His field kept pumping. I think what he had was I think a Kirin. But either way, we're gonna special summon the Roselia and the Lurel. Bring him out here with Rosalina. Gonna make the Jasmine. And even going second, the combo is kind of the same. Gain the life points, get yourself the Lurel. Activate the Lurel, special summon it. Activate the Jasmine, trigger this thing. Special summon the Mardell, activate the Mardell. Get yourself the Mandarin. We're gonna use both of these monsters. Link off into the Rosemary. We're going to activate the Rosemary. Get yourself the Blend. Now I wish it would have let me finish because this is how you make the ultimate board with this deck, by sending this thing to the graveyard with the Blend, right? So we're gonna activate the Blend. Blend gonna send the healing to the graveyard. Activate, get yourself the Human Winds. We're gonna activate the Blend. Banish 2 cards from the graveyard to fusion summon our Magnolia. Bring it out here. And then we get to activate the Human Winds, pay the 1000 life points, get the Angelica. We're gonna gain the 500 life points. Now we can special summon both of these monsters onto the field. And then this is a part of the combo going first that I'm telling you is crazy. You can activate the Aroma, right? The Aroma healing. Activate its effect. You could target the Jasmine, special summon the Jasmine. You're gonna gain life points after you do that, which is gonna trigger this thing's effect. Now when you trigger this thing's effect, you could banish cards in your opponent's graveyard. If you gain LP, target cards in your opponent's graveyard up to the number of Aroma monsters you control, banish them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could banish 5 cards from the graveyard, target all of them things, wipe out the graveyard, get it out of here, activate the Jasmine, activate this thing's effect. We're gonna gain attack up to the life points that we gain, and then we get to search out another plant monster. And look, we can still make the Bengal Lancer with this thing and this thing, or this thing and any other 2 monsters. Our board can get pretty crazy after this, but he decided to scoop before I got to continue doing the things. After the attack boost, it was like, nah, I'm out of here. Now again, I'm gonna show you this combo for going first at the end of the video, because if you want to play the deck, I want you to know it, right? So let's continue. Yes, sir. Here we are for replay number 4, I believe it is. And as you can see here, we're kind of brick. So here we have to improvise on what we're gonna do. We're gonna activate the Blend. I like keeping this thing in the hand because again, it's gonna give us life points, which can allow us to extend depending on what the heck we can get into. So we're just gonna get rid of the Aroma Rosemary here. With the Blend, we're gonna send the Human Winds. I have to improvise something. Human Winds gonna activate, get us the Angelica, normal summon the Angelica, just so we can get hit with an infinite impermanence. Now, like I said, usually you might not be able to play through 1, 2 interruptions. Luckily for us here, we have the Angelica in the hand. Activate the Angelica, gain life points equal to the attack of the Aroma Rosemary here, which is 1800, which is gonna put us above our opponent, which means we can special summon the Angelica. Now, with both of these monsters, we're gonna go into this opponent. Because if we don't go into this opponent, we can make a Jasmine, but we're not gonna gain life points. So all we will end up on the field is a Link 2 that does nothing. So we have to go into this opponent and hope that we mill plant monsters. Ironically, we hit a Rosalina and we hit a Lone Fire, which is the best one. So bring the Lone Fire, bring the Rosalina, activate the Lone Fire, get it out of here. Special summon Lurel. Now with both of these monsters, we're gonna link off into the Jasmine, bring the Jasmine out here. We're gonna gain life points with the Lurel, and we could do our combo how we usually do. Get another Lurel to the hand. Special summon the Lurel, activate the Jasmine, get rid of the Lurel, special summon the Mardell, activate the Mardell, get yourself the Major Ran to the hand. Now we use the Jasmine and the Mardell to link off into the Rosemary, bring it out here. And this is what I'm telling you, this thing is nice because now we get to activate the Rosemary, bring another Rosalina, activate the Rosalina, gain half of this thing attack as life points, trigger her effect, special summon the Major Ran, level 1 Tuner, level 5 Monster, level 6 Sweet Major Ran. Bring her out here, activate her effect, get yourself the Dried Winds, set down your back row, activate the Aroma Blend, banish 2 monsters from the graveyard, fusion summon into your Magnolia. A lot of improvising to do this combo, but as you can see, this is why we play at least one copy of this thing, and hopefully it works out for you. So our board is regular board, really clean, and we have an Infinite Impermanence and an Ash in the hand after being bricked and playing through one interruption. So of course they have a Dark Root no more. We don't have anything to stop that, unfortunately. Here's gonna activate the Pleasure Point and Raise Up. Luckily we have the Ash, negate that thing, because that would have been full combo right there. We're gonna activate the Human Winds, pay the 1000 life points, and we're gonna go ourselves getting the Angelica, right? Bring that out here. Here they're gonna special summon the Kashira Ogre, activate the Ogre. We're gonna Infinite Impermanence the Ogre, because I don't want him searching for the trap, and I don't want him banishing cards from my deck when he tries to attack, even though we have something for that. Battle phase, I'm gonna flip the Dried Winds, activate the Angelica, which means we're gonna gain 2000 life points here. And by gaining 2000 life points means we can pop a card on the field. Again, you're probably wondering, why are you activating this if they're negated? You don't have a choice, because whoever wrote this was drunk. But either way, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Negate because it was negated, negate because it was negated. But we get to pop a card on the field, pop that thing, get it out of here, and they're just gonna scoop. If it wasn't for the fact that we had Ash, well, I would say let me see, Ash, search. I would have had to pop the unicorn before. We would have had a kind of like a hard time without that Ash, I'm not gonna lie. So let's continue. Alright, my boys, here we are for replay numero 5 and the last replay of the day before I get to show you the combo. So actually we had the full combo here too, I just got stopped. Normal summon the Lone Fire, get it out of here to Salina, get the Lurel, link off into the Jasmine activate because we gain life points, get another Lurel, special summon the Lurel, get Lurel out of here, get yourself the Mardell activate, get an Angelica to the hand, go into the Rosemary, activate Rosemary, get ourselves the Aroma Blend. And again, when you have the Aroma Blend, this thing in the hand is the best combo because we're gonna send this to the graveyard, get it out of here, put the Human Winds in the bag, activate the Human Winds, get the 1000 life points, activate the Aroma Healing. So that way we could special summon the Jasmine back onto the field. Now this is where it gets crazy. You activate the healing gonna special summon the Jasmine. Jasmine gonna special summon. When you use the healing's effect, you gain 500 life points, which means you're gonna activate this thing's effect, search yourself another monster, and that's how you end up getting the extra bodies for your level 5 synchro and your level 6 synchro, right? But of course they have a Vista Serenir, they're gonna banish the Jasmine, I'm not gonna gain the life points, it won't even matter. Get the Jasmine out of here. We're gonna activate the Human Winds to gain the life points. We gotta special summon both of these monsters. Level 1 Tuner, level 5, going to the Major Ran. Activate the Major Ran, getting ourselves the Dried Winds. Set on our back row and our turn. So because again, I didn't activate this thing's effect when we have higher life points than my opponent, I would have to use both of these monsters to fusion summon, and I didn't want to do that. And we basically ended up with the board like this. He's gonna normal summon a Quem, activate the Quem. We're gonna effect Veiler that because I don't know what that. I'm thinking I'm playing against Bradley. Now we're gonna activate the Human Winds, paying 1000 life points to get myself the Angelica to the hand. Now mind you, this was actually my first duel. I wasn't too sure what the heck I was doing yet with the deck because right now I put myself in a bad position. Since our life points is lower than my opponent, we're targetable now, which is not that great. So we're gonna switch up the Dried Winds here. We're going to, well, we only flipped it up, we didn't activate anything. And now with both of these monsters, it's going to go into a Baron de la Flor. Sad times for us, he's going to activate the Serenir here, sending a Beast to Rebellion. And he's going to activate the Baron de la Flor to pop the Infinite Impermanence. So I decided to activate the Human Winds here, hoping that he would try and negate it with the Baron de la Flor, so we could use the Infinite Impermanence to negate him, but I don't think he did that. So now I'm gonna have to activate the Angelica again. I'm hoping that he activates the Baron de Flor so we could get the negation with the Infinite Impermanence, which is kind of stupid because it's like it's not that deep, but apparently it was for me. So now I activate the Infinite Impermanence to negate it, right? It was hilarious moves from me, because now we gain the life points, 500 and 2,000. Our life points are high, we can't be targeted now. I can activate the dry winds and activate both of these effects. But again, because they're not a choice, I have to activate them. This just looks stupid, because I'm popping the same card twice, because I don't have a choice. I have to pop it, which is dumb. Whoever wrote these cards was drunk. But either way, Runic tip, they're gonna get themselves the Runic Fountain. We're playing against Runic. They're gonna banish one of my Rosalinas, activate the Runic Fountain, activate Runic Destruction. They're gonna try and pop the Call by the Grave. We're gonna Call by the Grave the Besta Lubellion. Get it out of here. Because if they send it to the graveyard, I'm assuming they're gonna try and use that thing at some point in time for something. So here they're gonna pop, banish 4 cards off of my deck, which I'm sad because these 4 cards are pretty good cards to banish, and then he gets to draw 2 cards off of this here. Luckily for us, he didn't have any more follow-up. Our board is not completely destroyed. We're gonna join into a blend. They're gonna throw out a Max C. I'm fine with that. Now we're going to basically activate the blend in the graveyard, banish it at life points are higher, banish 2 monsters from the graveyard, so we can fusion summon into the Magnolia, and now we don't have any worries. Because we're going to activate this thing's effect, pay the 2,000 life points, banish the fountain, activate the winds, Spanish accent. Activate it again, you don't have a choice, but we do gain the attack boost. We're going to basically be able to walk over and lethal damage right now. So it was GG's from there. So let's continue. Alright gang, so again, I couldn't show it to you in the replay, so I wanted to show it to you in the solo mode. But if you open up with any one of your starters and a copy of the Aroma Healing, your board is gonna be crazy. Now mind you, we already have the Aroma Blend in the hand, so the fact that we have Aroma Blend Healing and this thing in the hand is nuts. So we're gonna start it off by normal summoning the Roselia, activate Roselia's effect. We're gonna special summon the Lurel, right? Bring it out here. With both of these monsters, we're gonna link off into a Jasmine. Give me that as mine real quick. And again, we're gonna gain life points with the Lurel, which means we're gonna search with the Jasmine for another Lurel, right? Bring it right here. Let me activate this so it stops prompting. Give me a second. Alright, I had to activate this thing because it kept prompting. But now that we got the Lurel, we can activate the Lurel. Our life points are higher than our opponent, so we can special summon it. Special summon it where she's pointing to, by the way, because you're gonna need to tribute her card she's pointing to. So now we get to tribute the Lurel, get it out of here. Get yourself the Mardell onto the field. Now Mardell is going to activate. Basically, it depends on what you want. Honestly speaking, if you want the level 5 because you're going to make the level 6 Synchro, or if you want the level 4 which we have in the hand to make the level 6 Synchro. But we're going to go with the 5 because again, we have the shenanigans. Unless you want to go with the, do this now because you're going to need a level 1 tuner. So it's up to you. We're just going to go for the level 1 tuner for now. It doesn't really matter. So here we're going to use both of these to link off into shorty. Bring her out here, the Rosemary. Now we get to activate Rosemary's effect. And usually, again, if you have this in the hand, then you search the trap. If you have the trap in the hand, then you send the blend. If you don't have any either or, then you search the blend. So since we already have both of them in the hand, we could search almost for anything. So I'm gonna grab the Mandarin now. There you go. We're gonna grab the Mandarin. And then we're going to activate the blend. Again, with the blend, you send the healing. Get it out of here. That way we could basically, it's going to start prompting immediately. Don't activate it yet. But we're going to send the Human Wind. Set it right here. And then we're going to activate the blend again because our life points is higher. Make sure you do this at the beginning. Life points is higher. We're going to fusion summon to the Magnolia. We're going to banish 2 cards. We could banish this thing and one of the Lurels. Doesn't really matter. And again, now, since we have 3 monsters in the hand, we could special summon 3 monsters to where the thing is pointing to if we pay the life points, right? So we're gonna pay, well, we already did that. Yeah, we're gonna pay the 1,000 life points here. And the reason why I'm doing this before I activate the trap is because if I activate the trap and special summon the if I special summon her, then our life points is gonna be way too high for us to be able to activate this thing to gain life points later, right? So we're gonna activate this effect. We're not gonna activate anything else, and you could grab whatever you want. You could grab the level 2, another level 1 tuner. We're just gonna go for another Roselia. It doesn't really matter. So here now we're gonna activate, gain the 500 life points, which means we get to special summon the 3 monsters onto the field, right? Activate this thing's effect. And again, you don't have to activate this, so cancel that. Leave that alone. And then we get to special summon the level 5. Special summon the level 4. And then we could special summon a level 1 tuner, right? Preferably the Roselia. Keep the Angelica in the hand because the Angelica has better effects and she can bring herself back onto the field later. So do it like this. Now what you have from here is you can make yourself the level 6. Bring it out here. We get to activate her effect. Get yourself your trap, right? Bring it out here. That's mine. You can set it immediately if you like. Who cares? And then from here, what you'll do is you could do multiple things. So we're going to activate the Angelica here, which is we're gonna gain 2,000 life points, right? Cool, chilling. 2,000 life points. Again, you don't have a choice. You see how these say select? You don't have a choice. You have to activate them. You just have to. So we're gonna change this thing attack position because again you don't have a choice, and this one is a choice. You can choose to gain the attack. If not, then don't. But we'll do it for the sake of doing it, right? We're gonna gain the attack boost. We don't have to activate this yet. Leave that alone. Gain the attack boost. Flip this up. Pop a card that doesn't exist because this is stupid, and then you can activate the Angelica, right? Special summon the Angelica from the graveyard, and now you have a level 4 monster, a level 1 tuner. You can make your level 5, which this one is a negate, right? Bring it out here. Now this thing does get banished after you activate, so here what you're gonna activate is the healing. Bring the healing out here. Special summon the Jasmine, wherever you like, it doesn't really matter. And then again, you don't have a choice to activate this. You gain life points, you just have to. And you don't have a choice to activate this. You're just gonna add a plant monster to the deck. Well, from the deck to the hand. Which at this point in time, I would recommend you gain yourself the Angelica. Now, mind you, I think I goofed. We should have gotten the level 2 earlier to get the extra normal summon because we could have normal summoned this. But either way, this is fine. We can just go into another copy of this right here. We're using this. No. Don't do it like that because then it's bad. Like this. You can go to Mega Lancer, use this at level 3, use this as a level 1 or whatever, and put it right here. Now, if we would have had the Jasmine, the level 2 that allows us to get the extra normal summon, I would have just normal summoned now, and then we could have just used both of those. We could have ended on another Jasmine on the field. But this board is nice, right? Can be targeted, can be destroyed. We have a negate. Pop a card on the field, pop a card on the field, gain life points, and then bounce a card back. This is the ultimate board right here for this deck. Now, mind you, again, if I would have had the extra normal summon, we could have linked this off. Let the computer doesn't even want to do anything. But again, if we would have had the extra normal summon, I would have normal summoned another monster, linked it off with this thing into another Jasmine, which means the card that Jasmine is pointed to cannot be destroyed. And then we could have activated the Mega Lancer in the graveyard, banish a Dryas, which is what we would have linked off to, and banish a Rosemary to special summon this from the graveyard. So again, this is the best board that you could build. We could activate this thing's effect now, pay the life points, flip up the Dry Winds, doesn't really matter. This is gonna search us out another monster. Most of the time you're gonna search out either the Angelica or you're gonna search out the Roselia because they both have quick effects to gain you life points, which is gonna trigger the things, right? We could activate this now, gain half of these things attack as life points, right? That's gonna trigger this thing's effect, which basically we would have negated a card on the field. This one's gonna pop, and look at how you don't have a choice. We could pop a card, this one has to pop a monster, so again, you don't have a choice, you have to activate it. So you just have to wait until your opponent has things on the field to pop, because they can't target you, they can't really do much to you, so this is nuts. Again, the attack boost, again, this thing can't even pop the thing because it's face down, we don't have anything to negate. We could activate the Angelica, target this thing or this thing in the graveyard, gain the time. There's a bunch of things you could do with the deck. But again, it gets stopped, it's a glass cannon, you play a wall, you have to wait for your opponent to set things up, and then you just have lethal damage. Get everything out of here, we're good. I'm just doing this right now also so I can get my gems for playing in the solo mode 3 times. So that's why I'm doing the lethal damage. So with that being said, let's go back to the deck list. Alright familia, so again, this is the deck list. Again, outside of the Duelist Cup, I was playing it with 2 Veilers. In the Duelist Cup, I was playing with the 2 Drunken Logbird. That's the only difference. It's nice and tight. 40, you got 7 starters, 3, 3, and 1. 1.5 card combo with this one. And that's the deck. Again, do I recommend it? No. Now, unless you're a fan of the deck, yeah. If you want to play plants and don't want to have to special summon like a zillion times, then yeah. But the problem is that it dies to 1 to 2 hand traps. It can't do anything going second, and you have to wait for your opponent to do things. You don't have a choice on what the heck you can activate or not activate, which is stupid. So I don't recommend building it. I actually like the deck though, because it's fun to play. It's a whole different play style than anything else I've played in the game, but I wouldn't recommend it. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy, because I would greatly appreciate it. Any comment, questions, and concerns in the comment section below. I try to always reply. Continue having a great day, and I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Peace.